Alright, it turned blue around it.
Alright, hello Saints. We got our new videographer here, Brother Charlie. Thank you, Brother Charlie. A lot of you have asked me about how to do maggot farming for your fine chickens. Or your not so fine chickens. I'm not sure whether they're fine or not. I haven't seen them. But, so what we've done here is we've erected a tall pole in the chicken pen and put a cross member at the top. We've attached some horseshoe nails up there and ran some macrame cord or rope or whatever you got, twine. We've attached buckets to that cord, and now inside of there, what we have here is some chicken leg quarters. They're a little older than maybe what I want to eat. Got a little freezer burn on them, whatever it could be. This could be a dead dog from up the road. This could be a chicken that's passed. This could be some pretty much anything that a maggot eats. So that kind of narrows it right on down. You can even put McDonald's food in there because, well, maggots don't eat McDonald's food, but it can be just about anything. We would fix the lid to this just 5-gallon bucket. Keep the rain out. We don't want the maggots to drown in this case because they're important to us. I went all around this bucket about 1 inch from the bottom, and I've drilled holes all the way around. Life cycle of the maggot is that fly's going to get in that bucket. And he's going to lay his eggs for the maggots in that meat. Maggots are going to hatch, and for about 3 days they're going to consume that meat. As soon as they've reached that next stage of development where they're ready to become a fly, they're going to climb out that hole because they want to burn the ground. When they come out that hole to burn the ground, they're going to fall down to this ground. If you've had chickens any time at all, you know with a bug on the ground, he's not going to last long. Alright, the reason we have these so high is because, believe it or not, maggot farming has a smell. It sure does. So, we pull that up so that nastiness can stay away from us. We don't have to smell it. Alright, I'm tying this off. The more you put in that bucket, obviously the more it weighs, but also the longer you're going to last before you have to pull that bucket down. If you do this properly, by the time you pull this bucket down, there's really no smell because the maggots have consumed everything in the bucket. So you're going to wind up with bones. If you pull that bucket down and it smells like death, you know, it smells horrible, then you're not yet done. You're still growing maggots. So, let them go right on. Whoop. Make sure you don't build it in such a way that when you do what I just did and let that cord go by accident, that you bust yourself in the head. Which I caught the cord, but had I not caught the cord, you know. So how many maggots are you going to get? Flies produce a lot of maggots, so it really depends on how much waste food you have to feed the maggots. Feed the flies to lay the larvae. You can use table scraps. Of course, your table scraps really should be going to your chickens just straight out. And the only things which you don't want the chickens to eat should be going up here. A lot of people have said, well, that's kind of nasty. You know, maggots are nasty. Actually, maggots are very clean. You know, the things the maggots are in are nasty, but the maggot itself is sterile when it's born, when it's hatched. And it doesn't support bacteria or organisms on it. So, of course, you know, it lives in it, so they're nasty, but they're very clean. Not clean in a biblical eat it sort of sense, but clean in a, other than it's nasty to, you know, what it lives in. So now, how long is it going to take me to get maggots raining down from here? It's going to take about 3 to 4 days. That chicken is froze, and so my timer really won't start till tomorrow. The flies will lay eggs, and then about 48 hours later, I'll have maggot larvae, and then in 3 days their life cycle. So about next week, I'll have maggots dropping down. If you put something hard down here on the ground, those chickens, you know, a piece of plastic, pour your concrete pad, something of that nature, a very thin piece of sheet metal. When that maggot hits the ground, I mean, you see how chickens do, they're on it. Something hits the ground, they go over there and find out why it's moving, what it tastes like. And so you get that chicken every advantage. When I did this before, years past, when my maggot buckets were putting out, when they first came falling out, all these chickens are going to be standing around here looking up, just waiting for the maggots to come. And that's another way you know that your maggots are doing well coming out the bucket. Your chickens will all be kind of around, paying attention, kind of peep-eyeing over here and keep an ear out for this area. a few days of no maggots falling, they kind of go back around doing whatever it is they're doing. So that pretty much covers that. If you have your questions, feel free to give me a call or email. Be encouraged, the king is coming. And thank you, Brother Charlie, for your video skills. You just hit that red button.